you've decided that you've got your project idea together, you've decided on the topic for your project, and you're thinking, yeah, this is really cool. I can do this. I love my project theme. I love the topic that I'm covering. And I reckon that I'll be able to do lots and lots of research and lots of images off the back of this. And then how many of you get to be about 2 or 3 weeks in and you are absolutely tearing your hair out? You can't think what you want to write. You can't think what you want to research. You're not even sure anymore whether this was actually the topic for you. And you're thinking, do I switch subjects? Do I find something else to research? Oh my God, how am I going to carry my photography project across all of these weeks, all of these months? I'm running out of ideas. Well, this is what today's video is all about. It's a little quick tip just to get you started again and to maybe give you another little avenue to explore. So the challenge is to do this quite quickly, quite rapidly, get at least one image out of it, and to get you down that line of researching your project again and coming up with some new and exciting creative ideas, so that actually you don't have to start from scratch. You don't have to start looking at new things that you want to explore. It's about taking what you've already decided to do with your photography project and just moving it into a slightly different and potentially more exciting and new direction. So stick with me and I will explain this very sort of very simple tip that might just inject a little bit more enthusiasm into, the research that you want to do and into the imagery that you want to create, and basically just helping you to move forward with your projects. Okay, so stick with me. Okay, so what is this magic tip that's going to inject a little bit more interest and enthusiasm into your project? Well, it's a simple one, really. What we need to do in terms of revamping projects or adding interest is not start another topic, not throw the baby out with the bathwater. What we need to do is go and research a lesser known fact about the topic that you've already chosen. What do I mean by lesser known fact? What I mean is, if you've chosen, I don't know, something like something generic, something like health, what I want you to do is think about what might there be in the subject of health that other people might not know about. We want a lesser known topic, something different, something that you won't just snatch out of Wikipedia, something that is just not as known in the general population. Why do we want to do this? This is because it will give your project an additional avenue to explore, but also instantly, when you know something that other people don't know, then ultimately you've suddenly become an expert. And if people perceive you as an expert, then that sort of ramps up your project anyway, because it makes you look quite good, really, just the way it is. Anyhow, so to give you an example, because I will give you an example of this, I'll take the subject light. I'm a photographer. So obviously light is something that, is pretty fundamental to photography. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to head off to my laptop and I'm going to look up light, and I'm going to see if I can find something that not many people know about light. See you in a couple of seconds. So here I go, typing in a search phrase, a lesser known fact about light, and I'll hit the search button. A quick whiz through looking for an interesting website to explore. The top one there, if you can see it, 20 things you didn't know about light. Just what we want. There we go, 20 things you didn't know about light. Now, having a look down the list, and I'll see if there's something there that I can pick up on. Let's have a little look, a quick squiz down, and yes, there we go. Number 4, diamonds are the Afghanistan of gemstones. Any entering photon quickly gets bogged down. It takes a lot of pinging back and forth in a, can't quite write that, thicket of carbon atoms to find an exit. This action is what gives diamonds their appearance. Wow, that's a good one. Right, so we could do something to do with wedding rings or engagement rings or any sparkly diamonds. Here's another one. 16. Photography means writing with light. Wow, I didn't know that. Right. Okay, it was English astronomer John Herschel, whose father discovered infrared, coined the term. Writing with light. So that would actually lend itself incredibly well to, for example, light painting. So there's quite a lot that we could do there. Okay, so let's see. So hopefully that little exercise will show you how you can take a lesser known fact about your existing project and explore it and see if you can create some images from it. For example, what did we learn? We learned that a diamond gets its lovely sparkle from light bouncing around inside it in the carbon atoms. So that's really cool, because now I could take, for example, my engagement ring and I could shoot that, which would be quite interesting. And then we also learned, didn't we, that photography means writing with light, or maybe light painting even, which is something that you could do. I've actually done quite a few light painting images, but you can see, hopefully, how looking at something a bit more obscure can actually lead with your thought processes to producing different images, going down a different avenue. But what you're not having to do is actually change your topic. So stick around and I'll go and have a look at quickly shooting my sparkly engagement ring. And I might even, if you're lucky, pop up a couple of light painted photos. But that's not the point. The point is that you've taken a different twist and turn on your existing project. And hopefully this will spark more and more ideas for your existing project without panicking too much. So there you go, and happy shooting. First up, using the concept of a little known or lesser known fact to inform our work, is a lovely sparkly image of my engagement ring with lots of light bouncing around those carbon atoms. Second up, a light painted image of a heart, because we discovered that photography actually means light writing, or in our case, light painting. Lastly, a child's guitar which has been light painted. So that's the idea. Find a lesser known fact and use it to go and create something really, really interesting in your project. Time to go and get some interesting facts, everyone. Bye for now.